conferences is just moments away. It's the Chiefs and the Bucs, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
What's up, everybody? It's Elite Legend coming back at you. This is the last round of the first. It'll be the Buccaneers versus Chiefs. Whoever wins this will be on the way to face the Saints. The Saints will take the last spot. Whoever wins this will face the Saints. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy.
All set as their guys will do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at a matchup like this, so many things catch the eye, but the obvious one is at the quarterback position, and we've got two guys who are as good as it gets. Patrick Mahomes of the Chiefs, Tom Brady of the Bucs.
Absolutely no doubt about what you just said, because we're talking about one guy who most would say is the current best quarterback in the NFL with Mahomes, squaring off against a guy who many would say is the best quarterback ever in the NFL in Brady. Brady got the better of Mahomes in Super Bowl 55, but Mahomes is indeed back to full strength. He could very well get the upper hand here.
Harrison Butker ready to get us started. This should be fun. The Chiefs and Bucs are underway from Tampa. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay. Brady now on first down. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Well, CD, you get these two teams together and you get them each at full strength, and you know you're going to see some passing. We expect to see the ball in the air a lot as this game goes on.
Yeah, they were number 1 and number 2 in the NFL in passing yards last season. Kansas City 1, Tampa Bay 2, which means both defenses hope they got their rest, because going against these offenses, throwing the ball around and spreading the field, you're going to do a lot of running trying to cover.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
All quarterbacks are better when they have clean pockets to throw from. But you give one to Tom Brady, he'll decimate a defense. A really nice job there by his offensive line, giving him the protection to survey the field and make a nice, accurate throw.
That throw by Brady, incomplete. For these Bucs, Charles, 31-9, they were winners the last time these two teams met back in February. And what kind of chances do you give them of going back-to-back? You know, looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Buying time to his left. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. 7 yards, the pickup there. And that, a good sign for KC's chances. Something we didn't see much of in Super Bowl 55. Patrick Mahomes out of the pocket making plays.
Well, partner, by all accounts, he's back to 100% physically. And that's not good news for NFL defenses. That allows him to move around, buy time, and find people downfield. And if he doesn't, he can take off and run and pick up first downs as well.
And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On the move to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Shotgun now for Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Brady. He'll drop this off for Bernard. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
But Charles, you think about these two teams, and think about how long it's been since we've had the same two teams play in the Super Bowl back-to-back years. You have to go back to the Cowboys and Bills almost 30 years ago in the 90s. That's the only time that it's happened in the Super Bowl era. So I'm curious, what kind of chances do you see of us having a Kansas City-Tampa Bay Super Bowl in L.A. come February?
Well, you just pointed out how difficult it is for one team to get back to the Super Bowl, let alone the same two teams to play against each other. So the odds are against them, but when we tell either one of these teams they can't get back there, we think they're 2 of the best in the league. It shouldn't surprise us if it happens, but it is going against historical precedent. But remember last year, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they won the Super Bowl in their own stadium. The only time that's happened in Super Bowl history, too.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. He completes it to Evans. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Working with his 2nd and 4.
Here's a give to Fournette. Oh, what a move. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Yes, sir. Leonard Fournette has a well-deserved reputation as a physical, powerful runner. He's going to drop his shoulder and run over people time and time again. I think he uses it to his advantage, though. How about that last run? Set him up.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, They take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Dumps it off to Fournette. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Throwing now is Brady. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Frank Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Succop's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On first down, Mahomes. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. And this Bucs defense, you remember, pretty stout last year, the number 6 overall unit in the NFL.
And I think that as the season wore on, and you pointed this out to me as well, you start to see some of their rookies begin to figure things out. And they played a little more like a top 2 or 3 defense down the stretch. And I would say that in the playoffs and through the Super Bowl, they were truly the best defense in the NFL.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Being chased out left. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, as time expires in the first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, Charles, there's something that the Chiefs did not do at all in Super Bowl 55, and that's find the end zone, but they're in for 6 here.
Yeah, they could only come up with 3 field goals in that game. A huge surprise to just about everybody out there. But in this one, on the board early compared to the last time they played against this team.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for Kansas City. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they too found some success throwing the football, but I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half. Second half straight ahead from Raymond James Stadium, both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. So for the call, let's get back over to Tampa and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Steps away to his left. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd, escaping the pressure right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with you. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 35 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best play just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And exactly how fast was he going? According to Next Gen Stats, 21.7 miles per hour. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands. When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes buying time to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Brady. He gets this one to Johnson. And getting this just shy of midfield is spotted at the 49. Now in Tampa, and that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Brady, and it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Complete. It's Johnson. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. To throw, it's Brady. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are right back in this football game. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
A throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. Gronkowski again, he was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. He finds his target, it's Evans. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Pass caught, Miller, and he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a throw here to his running back. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Meanwhile, Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. Escapes the defender. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. From Gronkowski, 65 yards. And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Back to throw, Brady. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So the deficit now 3 after the huge conversion, but they need to get the football back.
So this is where special teams really comes into play, because getting the ball back, it starts with this next kickoff. How do they get downfield? Either jar it loose or get the ball back themselves. That's going to be key for them.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. Brady's throw into the hands of Darden. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. The dramatic score to tie it, and now they just need the PAT to get the lead late 4th quarter.
So much for the touchdown maker. It's all about the extra point attempter. And I can't wait to see how this one turns out.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 1. 24 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Dancing to his left. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Mahomes to throw it. Forced out to his left. Finding some room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Now they burn the timeout. And they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. Being chased out left. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. One final try for Mahomes. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. So this one,
Ladies and gentlemen, that was a close game. The Chiefs just defeated the Buccaneers, so the Chiefs will go to the second round and face the Saints. Thanks for the game. Like and subscribe.
It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game.